Hello everyone, we're back with another tier list. We're going to be doing fighting type tier lists today. So, to get us started, we have Mankey. So what I've noticed actually is there's actually not a lot of fighting types in the Kanto region. Kind of interesting. There's six. Six fighting types. And we don't even count Farfetch because this is the other form. This is the Galarian Farfetch. So, there's only six actual fighting types in Kanto. Kind of interesting. There's actually not a lot of fighting types in general, so this will be a pretty small, surprisingly short video for the fighting type tier list. We'll get started with Mankey. Mankey, I'll put Mankey C tier because I feel like Mankey getting an evolution kind of pushes both of them down. Because Primeape would have been A tier, but you just know there's a step above Primeape now, so I feel like they both go down a bit. So I'm gonna put C for Mankey and B for Primeape. So Poliwrath. Hmm. Poliwrath is a pretty good Pokemon actually. I'm gonna put Poliwrath A tier. Machamp, Machoke, and Machop, right? Machop, C tier. I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do CBA, and Gigantamax will go S tier because I actually like the Gigantamax form. It feels very natural to go into that one. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm kind of bummed that Machamp isn't in Scarlet and Violet. I feel like this would be such a good Pokemon to have in the game, but it's not. And I actually like it shiny, right? I like the neon green. So I'm kind of bummed that this line is not in Scarlet and Violet. Maybe that'll be added later on, maybe not. I don't know. Galarian Farfetch is interesting because I do like Surfetch, and Surfetch is here on the list. So I'm gonna put Galarian Farfetch. I'm gonna put him B tier. Now what is this? Tyrogue. Um, I'm gonna put this Pokemon in C tier. I'm gonna put Hitmonlee. I'm gonna put them all. I feel like all of the Hitmons go up in A tier. I don't like a single one better than the other. I feel like they each have something to contribute. Even Hitmontop is kind of the same, in the same boat here. All the Tauroses. So I do have a little bit of a preference on these Tauroses. I actually like the Fire Tauros a little more than the Water Tauros. So regular Tauros, F tier. Hate that guy. Fire type one can go C tier, and I'll put the water in D tier. Galarian Zapdos, I forget this guy's a fighting type, so he'll go S tier though. Oh, yeah, he'll go S tier. Mewtwo X. um, yeah, S tier. Heracross and Heracross Mega. I'll put the Mega Heracross in S tier. I think as a fighting type, it's pretty good. Sneasel. This is Hisuian Sneasel. I'll put it in B tier because Sneasler is actually super good. And Sneasler is on the list later on. Combuskin, Blaziken, and Mega Blaziken. I really like Blaziken and Mega Blaziken as fighting types, and Combuskin's okay. Combuskin's kind of like, I don't know, it's pretty good though. I'll put him in B tier. Breloom is an S tier. You must have Breloom on your team at all times. Um, hmm, very good for shiny hunting. Makuhita and I forget this guy's name. Hariyama. Hariyama, decent Pokemon. I'm gonna put him B tier. I'll put him A tier. No, B tier. And Makuhita will go B tier. We have Metatite, Metatite, Metacham, and Mega. It'll go C tier. Unironically, this Pokemon was really good for a little bit in Pokemon Go. I really like the Mega. I'm gonna do that. I think there's a gap there because I don't really like this Pokemon too much, but the Mega is really good. Okay. Ooh, as fighting types, I can't deny their ability as fighting types. I'm gonna go F and D. Mega Lopunny is S tier. Lucario. Riolu will go A tier. Yeah. Lucario's gonna go S tier, and so is Mega. I feel like these are just really good Pokemon. Really good fighting types. Krogunk, and Toxicroak. Krogunk is C tier, Toxicroak is A tier. Ooh. Blade will go S tier. Both of them. I like them both. Fighting type. Okay, so fighting type Arceus is a bit weird, right? Because normally it's a normal type, and fighting type is. I want to throw it in S tier because fighting type Arceus sounds good, but it's not that great. So I'm gonna go A tier. Pignite and Emboar. Pignite will go C tier. Emboar is gonna go B tier. Emboar doesn't crack in as a fighting type. He doesn't crack into A tier. So we have Timber, Girder, and Kunkeldor. Or Kunkeldor. I don't know how to say his name properly. I'm just gonna say Kunkeldor. Timber, D tier. Girder. I know some people like Girder. I'm gonna put Girder in B tier, and Kunkeldor will go A tier. Sock and Throw. When these guys came out, I feel like these guys, they might get megas. These two could get megas, and I'd be really happy. I feel like these guys should get mega evolutions in the next game coming out. Maybe. I don't know. Throw. I don't know. They both, wherever one lacks, one makes up, right? They're like that. But I feel like they're both B tier. Hisuian Lilligant. I really love the design of Hisuian Lilligant, and it's actually a very good Pokemon. It is what some would call a sun sweeper. You need someone to set up Sunny Day, and then it can sweep. And that's actually one of the Pokemon I'm using for my Christmas team, so that's pretty good. Scrafty and Scraggy. As fighting types, you cannot deny they're good. They're very good. B and A. They're pretty good. Mindfo and forget the other one. But Mindchow? Mindchen? I don't know. Very nice Pokemon, very nice shinies, very nice fighting types. I think it's B and A tier for these two. Okay, we have the Sacred Sword Pokemon here. Cobalion. I think they all go S tier, right? And Keldeo as fighting types, right? They all go S tier. But I'm gonna arrange them within their S tier. I think Keldeo is the first one. Yeah, I like that. Keldeo, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this order or if you would change them around. Meloetta, S tier. I found out this isn't Aria form. I think in the grass type tier list I called this one Aria form. Aria form's the first one. This is Purelette. Ballerina form basically. Purelette. I can't even say the word. Pirouette. Yeah, that's how you say it. Pirouette form. Chestnut. D tier. Pangoro. and Pancham. Pancham will go C tier. Pangoro is gonna go B tier. I don't like Pangoro too much. Halucha, A tier with potential to S tier. Honestly, Halucha, I used Halucha towards the end of Scarlet and Violet, and I was surprised at how good Halucha is. So Hisuian Decidueye will also go A tier. I don't think it goes into S tier, but it is very good Pokemon. Okay, Crabominable and Crab Brawler. I want to say B and A. I think that's decent. Snuffle is gonna go. I hate Snuffle, but I hate Beware even more. But they are decent Pokemon. I think they also go B and A. I wanted to put Stuffle down below, but Stuffle is a decent Pokemon. Fighting type Silvally. I'm gonna put Fighting type Silvally in B tier actually. Let's see. Passimian. Passimian's gonna go B tier. Coma O, and this is Jangamo O. A tier. I don't want to put it any higher than that. I think A tier is decent for this Pokemon. I feel like no, this is Hakamo O, and this is Coma O. Buzzwole S tier. Pheromosa S tier. Marshadow. This is another Pokemon. I never used a Marshadow. Decent Pokemon, I think, but I never used one. So I'm just gonna put Marshadow B tier. Grappalock and Clobopus, right? Clobopus C tier. Grappalock A tier. Surfetched. Honestly, Surfetched is A tier with potential to S, but stays A tier. Blinks, Blinks A tier as well. Now the sword and shield. It's actually only the shield Pokemon. I don't really like the shield Pokemon too much. Obviously, the sword Pokemon. It's Zamazenta and Zaman whatever. Yeah, he goes S tier though. Hubfu goes A tier, and we already know all Urshifus go S tier. Potentially even S 20 times plus tier. We don't even have to say it. Urshifu, all forms of Urshifu are the top S tier. Sneasler is S tier. Sneasler is the Urshifu when Urshifu's not allowed in the competitive scene. Quaxly's final evolution, I forget how to say his name. I don't like it too much. It's gonna go B tier. Palmo and Palma are F tier. This Pokemon was really good at the start. Flamigo. I'm gonna put Flamigo in A tier. And there he is. I think Annihilape is S tier. What is this? Great Tusks or something? I'll put him in B tier. Silverwing or whatever. I know a lot of people like this Pokemon a lot. Iron Hands, S tier. And Iron Valiant. I really like Iron Valiant. Is also S tier. I didn't know Iron Valiant was fighting type, but it is. Koraidon. Koraidon is S tier as well. And what's this one? Okidogi. S tier as well. I'm not gonna do anything with the rest of these Koraidon variants. They're not really variants. They're just him in different modes. they'll stay in the bottom. So for the top of S tier, we have Urshifu. If it was up to me though, the top of S tier, this is tough. I'm gonna put a couple up here that I think really good S tier Pokemon. These right here. These 6 right here are actually really good Pokemon. I would put them at the top of S tier. But Urshifu is undeniably the best fighting type in this, in all of it. The worst of the S tiers, bottom of S tier, is gonna have to go to Virizion. Yeah, Virizion will be bottom of S tier. Top of A tier, probably gonna be Arceus or Fetch. Yeah, bottom of A tier, Riolu. Top of B tier, I don't know, Marshallow's gonna stay there. Probably Waxley's final evolution. Bottom of B tier, probably Farfetch. Galarian. Actually, no, Passimian. Passimian will go at the bottom. Top of C tier, Ignite. And the bottom will probably go to Rogue. Top of D tier, Infernape and Chestnut, both top. And yeah, I'll put this guy at the bottom of D tier, Timber. F tier, yeah, F tier is accurate like that. Yeah, okay. Let me know down below what you guys think. I think this is a pretty good fighting type tier list. I kind of agree with myself, obviously. It's very high, it's very stacked. Some of these typings, right, that are not like based typings, right? Like, you know, fire, grass, like, you know, fighting's kind of an off typing. Like how flying's also an off typing. They're kind of stacked high. You know what I mean? Like a lot of S tier Pokemon in here, not a lot of low tier Pokemon. Because a lot of these double evolution Pokemon are a little bit more, are a little better than the riffraff Pokemon that have one typing. You know what I mean? Like you see some of the one typing Pokemon down here, except for these guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me know down below what you think, and please like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye.